Start streaming. And we're good to go.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
You're fine. Last we left off on Dungeons and Dragons, you guys, after heading south for a number of days, had stumbled across a young copper dragon, in which you guys decided, well, you didn't have a choice. The dragon fought you guys.
This is true.
But you guys, luckily enough, managed to not defeat the dragon, but wound it severely, almost killing it before it fled. You guys, somewhat bruised, some of you, just two of you, chose to continue on, using your cart as kind of like a portable home so you could both rest and travel at the same time. At which point, the following morning, you guys went ahead and reached the crossroads after resting and some of you working on armor and other various things. You guys reached the crossroads and decided not to continue the hunt for the dragon, and instead focus your priorities on reaching the capital. With that, you guys spent the next couple days heading towards the capital on the western road. While you were traveling the road, you noticed there was quite an uptick in just general travelers on this road compared to others that you've traversed. But you also noticed quite a number of military caravans heading the opposite direction. You guys did stop one of them and kind of ask what they were up to. And they merely said that they were heading east. A lot of them did not look thrilled or motivated. These soldiers were a little more experienced, though, than the ones you had met up in Dolthkern. So they've seen some battle. But either way, you guys continued onwards. That following night, you guys began to see this wall of light, of like flickering lights up on the mountain face. The city. As you guys approached, you guys were stopped by a pair of guards who asked you a number of questions. One of which was whether any of you were spellcasters. You guys, surprisingly, were able to all deceive them successfully, not giving away that you were spellcasters. They then proceeded to search the cart, which, with Quinnterra's help, you guys managed to make your keg of gunpowder smell like wine. And so the guards just dismissed it. During this whole process, however, some of you noticed a certain individual just kind of standing near the gates. A large red dragonborn with this beautiful warhammer. Not so heavily dressed as the soldiers, but still well dressed in fine armor. Arethyn, you took notice and approached him. You guys spoke a little bit, both acknowledged each other as fighters. Both kind of exchanging weapons mutually. General things of respect. But Arethyn, you are, well, you've got motivations. And so you decided to challenge Mr. Drelkin to a duel of sorts. At which point, he accepted, saying that you guys could at the next sunrise, aka the morning. With that, you guys were granted entrance into the city, at which you found a nice spot to park the cart and rested away the rest of the night. The following morning, you guys split up a little bit. Some of you went to go shop. Others to go see this fight. And one of you to be a part of the fight. Quinnterra, you placed a couple bets. One bet with a fellow guard about who you'd think would win. Arethyn, you went and met with Drelkin outside the main gate, where you guys proceeded to have your duel. You, Arethyn, did remarkably well at the beginning of this fight, heavily wounding the Dragonborn, and making him fall on his feet a number of times, disarming him, just making short work of this guy. But once Drelkin was able to actually gather himself, he started landing some good, solid hits against you. And eventually, as the rounds went by, the Dragonborn just had more stamina, really, as he just kept landing hits. And you kept landing hits on him, but he just wouldn't go down. Eventually, he did knock you to the ground. But Drelkin was very impressed and kind of thrilled after the fights, complimenting you for your combat abilities. Quinnterra, you lost your bet, sadly, losing a couple of gold pieces. He had more health points. Yes, sadly. But with that, some of you continued to shop, while Arethyn and Drelkin went off to go get a drink. As that is where we left off last session. As it's early morning, it's a nice day. Some of you are heading to the bar. Some of you have just gone to the shop. What does everyone want to do?
Dungeon Master.
Mm.
Do I get a short rest?
As you drink, yes.
Another question. Do I heal back up to full or do I have to use hit die?
Hit die.
Fair enough.
We need your D100 roll.
Mine or
JM?
JM?
Well,
Okay.
technically both of you.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
We're
Oh,
boned.
wow.
We're boned.
I just remembered that I have something else
Yeah,
to do tonight.
I was about to say, I'm gonna have to
Um,
cancel tonight.
You can't
Oh,
steal
yeah.
so many. I've rolled so many natural ones.
Where's your chutzpah?
Dude.
Holy shit, I don't think I've ever rolled 100.
Hell yeah, buddy. That's the second time in this campaign.
Yeah, I know, fuck. You guys should be scared. I'm kind of scared. I'm gonna kill you guys off.
I'm not gonna do anything at all. I'm not doing anything today.
Nope.
whatsoever.
Today's gonna be a nice chill session, just a lot of talking.
There's a door in front of you. What do? Walk the other fucking direction.
Nope, not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Ooh,
Welcome to
Not
the
bad.
club, Ace. It was getting lonely in here.
yeah. Now there's two of us.
So lonely.
I'm so lonely.
Well, with that, what does everyone want to do? We can start with JM, or we can do something else. It's up to you all.
I'm gonna head back to the cart and try to get attuned to my new item.
Okay. As Soren, you go ahead and head back to the cart, which is kind of parked up here-ish. I don't know what Ryan's character did. We'll say he's just hanging around at the cart. Would make sense.
Okay. Back up to 50. And then
Nice.
I'm going to use, after my short rest, I'm going to use the second one to heal back up to full.
Nice. There you go. As you go ahead and kind of sit down and look at this very ornate ring that you have purchased. Supposedly knowing how it works, go ahead and make me an intelligence check.
Alright.
Alright. As you sit down, and this isn't your first time attuning to a magical item, you sit here and kind of focus in on the ring and feel the magic kind of seep into you, and kind of feel some of your magic seep into it. You feel this weird mutual connection form as you successfully attune to the ring.
Alright, and then I use my action to make it invisible.
Alright. As it disappears on your finger.
And then I'll go find my friends.
Okay.
Come on, Nayr.
All right. I guess, did you understand him?
Common.
Me and Laufter are the only ones that speak his language.
Okay. In his weird tongue, he says, "Fine." Quinnterra, what are you doing?
I mean, I thought I was going to the government district for something, and I don't remember what it was.
Oh, that's right. You were. Was it for shopping?
I don't remember.
Well, it's up to you.
Sure, we'll go to the government district. I think I was looking for books, maybe.
Oh, okay. All right. As you go ahead and, after losing your coins to the soldier, go ahead and make a perception as you're looking for a bookstore, we'll say. Looking for books. We'll just say that.
16.
Okay. 16.
Not bad.
Okay. As you kind of roam the streets here, and we'll use Nayr's token as you're the one moving around the most. As you kind of walk up into the temple district, and kind of start looking around, you see a number of larger buildings up in this higher district. As you probably walk, a number. It kind of slopes up, maybe 30-ish degree angle of the road, so you're climbing a little bit. You're looking around. You see a number of bigger buildings, a number of temples. You notice there's quite a few people roaming this street. Kind of a higher density area. As you look around, kind of shimmy around the temple district. I'll say you notice. We'll make this building the bookstore. You see, kind of up this way, a little sign that reads Elysian Books.
Does it look open?
It does. You see a number of people inside.
I'm going to go into the store and start perusing.
All right. This thing will work with me. You go ahead and enter the store. You can see there's a nice half-elf lady manning the store. And there's a number of other citizens also kind of looking around. As you kind of peruse down the aisles, it looks to be like kind of a mixture. It's not... I don't know what you're going after here, but it kind of looks like they've kind of like got the kids' book section, if the kids can read. Kind of have to be one of the smarter kids here.
For like magical books, anything that can help me, like with potions or spells or anything like that. Since I'm a researcher, I would know some of that stuff. Where to find it and how to do it, so that's kind of what I'm going for, is to kind of go down that path.
Gotcha.
She's just gaining knowledge.
All right, with that in mind,
the storekeep, she'll walk up to them, asks them about their books, and see if she has anything that she's looking for.
As you go ahead and walk up to the half elf, and you see she's got, kind of like the not fully pointy ears, but like kind of like reduced, being a half elf. Some short blondish hair that kind of goes in between the two ears and back. She kind of looks up at you. Hi, what can I do for you today?
Oh my god, I love your hair. It's perfect.
Oh, thanks. She kind of like caresses it a little bit. Your hair's quite nice as well.
I've been on the road, don't even.
Hey, I'm sure if it was washed, it would be just as pretty.
If it would just rain every once in a while.
Yeah, that is fair.
So I wanted to ask you about some books. I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I know that I'm looking for something about magic. Just want to read about it. I want something that really dictates about magic.
Oh, that sounds like something more intellectual. We've got some basic books on like very general magic for like the average day person. I don't know how useful that would be to you.
Insight check to see if she has something, and she's
go for it.
Pulling it back. 21.
As you kind of like read in her expression, you can tell it doesn't look like she knows her store very well. You don't think she is the owner, might just be a worker. And so she like kind of knows what the store has, but not really. And so she's kind of like, I think we have this, but I don't know.
It looks like you may not know of all of your books in here, and I'm not trying to be rude. I promise I'm not.
Yeah, there's a lot of books.
Is your owner around?
He's currently on holiday.
Of course.
Yeah.
So where's your magic section? I'm sure he has a section of where he keeps his most intellectual books.
It's over there, the fifth row.
Row?
Third shelf,
No,
I think.
Okay.
not this
Let me
one,
go
right?
look at them and see if I can see anything that looks enticing.
As you wander over and you kind of look up at the third shelf, and I won't say it's because you're short, but there's a bit of a height disadvantage. As you kind of like shimmy away to get yourself a little bit higher, and then start kind of reading the row.
Quinnterra's short.
The half. Oh, you're a changeling.
Yeah, I'm a changeling, not a halfling. It's the other one.
Never mind that didn't happen.
Dickhead.
For some reason, I had it locked in my head that you were a halfling.
Nope, I'm a changeling.
You are a changeling. Were you playing a halfling at some point?
I was playing a halfling in JM's campaign, like I said.
Oh shit.
You're mixing the two.
Well, either way,
Buzzing in.
you find a way to read the shelf, whether by just standing or whatever.
I was gonna get my movable rod out and start fucking sticking it on the shelf and then like sitting on the rod and holding the shelf myself.
Oh, damn.
As you kind of scroll your fingers across the books, a lot of them are kind of like general basic stuff, just like the general basics of how magic works. Kind of like very intro wizard books, you could say. Just how runes work and how magic spells are created, that general such. There's nothing crazily advanced in here, but they could be a good starting place.
Can I do a history check and see if I've seen any of these books or heard of any of like the labels on these books?
Sure.
18.
18. A couple of them you recognize. They appear to be kind of like more mass-printed books that kind of get distributed across the kingdom.
Something I
Some
might
of
have already
these-
read.
Yeah, some of these appear to be more like individual works in their experience with it, which you don't recognize because they're unique.
All right. I want to look at the ones that I don't know much about and browse
Right.
kind of through them a little bit to see if it's what I'm looking for. And I'm going to look at each book individually. So if there's like 3 of them, I'm going to look at the first book, kind of browse through it, flip through the pages, put the book back, and do that with all 3.
Gotcha.
And I'm looking for magic, so would it be an arcane check? Or
Nah, you can get the gist from reading the book.
Okay.
It's not like you're actively engaging into it. You're just kind of, scrolling through.
I could do a perception check, I guess.
Investigation.
Investigation. All right, I like that. 21.
21. All right, there you go.
I'm looking for a book that teaches me shit. I have rolled high the entire time, Ace.
You have. I'm like, damn. Impressed. Okay, you roll through some of these books, just reading some of the couple first pages, seeing what they're about. A lot of these are like first-hand accounts of either their use of magic, whether they be a wizard or a sorcerer, or more like encounters with magic. So them either running into a magical creature or a magic user. There are a number of books in here that are also somewhat politically leaning, so you notice they kind of dog on the use of magic a little bit, and are explaining how it's bad.
I'm not going to buy those. So is
As
there,
far as
is
books
there
that could
one
be,
book in particular by an author that has personal accounts with creating magic and or helping control magic, I guess.
that's what you're looking for, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I would say that as you scroll through this, you do find a book um, that is about kind of just an older man's experience with magic. An older fella who appears to have some knowledge about how magic works and how he kind of almost like a magic engineer, you could say, kind of like tinkers with the runes to see what happens, kind of like combining different runes, see what spells he can make, and kind of just lists his general experience with that.
Would I be interested in this book being that I'm looking for it? This answers.
It would help you with manipulating magic, yes.
I'm gonna walk up to the girl and ask her how much this book costs.
Well, we do have a renting program, if you'd like to do that.
I'd rather buy the book. I'm on the road a lot, and I don't want to
All right.
rent it and bring it back.
Can I see the book real quick?
Sure.
Hand it over to her, and you see she kind of like flips the front cover, and they've got some weird number kind of posted into it. All right, and you see she pulls out this large catalog book, kind of scrolls through it.
Inventory
All
list.
right. Oh, this looks. Ooh, a book by Colfern. Ooh, he's an interesting man.
What do you know about him?
Oh, he's an older gentleman. He's written a number of books that we've sold in the past.
Do you know where he's from?
I think he's up in I can't remember my own world. It's on the tip of my tongue. Give me a second. There it is. He's up in the Quarla province, if I'm not mistaken.
Can you spell that for me real quick?
Yes, sir.
And I need his name too.
Colfern and fuck. Quack.
Oh, fuck.
F-U-C-K. Okay.
Yes, Corafuck. Quarla province.
Queriola.
Aola, yes. Mm.
Kurala. That's how I'm gonna
Yummy.
pronounce it. Kurala.
Okay.
I like pronouncing things weird. Don't at me. Right now.
Dude, go for it. That's the province. Don't judge my geography. I'm pretty sure it's the one north of the one we're in.
You did already
With my
mention
history,
this.
I was going to say, with my history check, would I know that it's north of here?
Yeah.
We did hear this name before from the first city. It was in
Did
that
we?
province.
Okay.
I have it in my notes, so it
I
must
don't
be
have
true.
There
good
you
enough
go.
notes yet. It's fine.
But yeah, older gentleman. Doesn't come out much. He more just comes here every once in a while, like once a year, and kind of drops off his works.
I may have to pay him a visit.
Maybe.
Speak to him and maybe learn something.
That could be fun. I mean, I'm not really into magic, but if it's something you're into, yeah.
Anyways, how much was the book?
Oh, right. She kind of scrolls through. The book will be 1 gold piece.
I will give her 1 gold piece.
So you hand it over, and she gives you back the book. Yeah, it's yours.
Thanks. And what was your name? I'm so sorry.
Oh, you can call me Clarice.
Clarice, you've been super helpful. I do have one other request, Clarice.
Ah,
Where's your section of books? I like to get to my read on, if you know what I mean.
We do possess a small section like that. It's in the back corner.
In the back corner. You don't have them
Yes.
front and center.
No.
Can you show me where they're at? And I'll grab her arm.
You kind of drag her along as she reluctantly walks over and just kind of points to like a single row of books. And it's just
which
like,
one's your favorite?
I haven't read them.
You haven't read any of them.
No.
None of them.
Nope.
Oh, Clarice, that's not okay.
Well, I do have a fiance.
You have a fiance?
Well,
Do you know
yeah.
what these books could unlock for the two of you? I'm going to read through a couple of them and just say them out loud to her.
Kind of see she kind of starts blushing and she's like really awkward.
I'm waiting until she gets like a aha moment. On one of the books specifically when I'm reading. I'm just like, I'll read the title, look at her, and if she doesn't give me a reaction, I'm going to go to the next book in the row.
Okay.
Kind of looking for something she's interested in.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
As you read the titles, and you can see there's about 11 books on the shelf. She just kind of stands there, awkwardly staring at the ground as you read them and look at her, go to the next book, and repeat. None of them really like changing her reaction. She just kind of looks at you. This seems a little, I don't know.
Oh, come on, Clarice. One of these has to sound good to you.
I'd rather read these in my personal time.
Oh, I'm going to buy one for you.
I can read them whenever I want. I
Well,
work
of
at the
course you
store.
can, but you're always at the store. I'm buying for you for personal. And then your they can't get mad at you for buying books that are about smutty things.
Buy the fourth one.
You got it. How much is that?
75 gold.
5 silver.
I'll give you a gold.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Us girls have to stick together, you know. I'll give her a peck on the cheek and walk out the bookstore.
Alright. She just her face is still very red as she just kind of tucks the book into her bag.
I hope to come back and visit in like a year or two, and she has like 4 kids.
4 kids in 2 years. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's
'cause they're just
painful.
fucking like bunnies.
Jesus.
Pop them all
2
out at
sets of
once.
twins.
Yep.
Or triple
Alright.
single.
What else is in the government section over here? Anything?
As you're
fun?
looking around, there's some fun things. Kind of excited, actually. As you were perusing around, you notice this line of statues kind of leading up to this large temple that kind of catch your eye as you see a number of people kind of kneeling in front of the statues and doing gestures of prayer. The first statue that you see, let me pull some things up here.
And just so you're aware, I will walk to each one of them and look for markings and things like that. I'm going to kind of browse my way up.
Go for it.
Towards the close-up, 'cause at this point, I've done most of the shopping I want to do. I just kind of want to like take in the rest of the city, since everybody else is already doing their things.
As you walk up to this first statue, you notice a distinct set of people in front of it. You notice a lot of the sorry, poor people in the city worshiping to this one. As you kind of walk up to it, you see the statue depicts this man, but you can see they're obviously wounded, and you see there's a number of large chains kind of weighing him down to the ground. And that's pretty much all it is. There's nothing else, just that statue and a pool of water underneath.
Is
And a
it
number
number
of
speaking or talking, or are they just praying?
just praying.
Is there anyone standing close to the statues?
There's
Just
a number
not praying.
of people conversing around it. Yeah.
I'll walk up to the first group that I can see.
Okay. You find
and
a
ask them about
pair
each
of
one of these.
okay. You find a pair of two older ladies, one elf, one human, as they both look at you. Oh, hello there.
Oh, hi. I'm so sorry to burst into your guys' conversation.
Oh, don't worry, darling. What can we
Have you
do?
guys been to the bookstore over there in the Elysian bookstore?
Oh, we have. It's a really
my-
good store. A number
They
of.
have a small
very good
section in the
books.
very back that's for all
Oh,
the ladies.
we know.
Oh, there's so many good books in there.
You know, after living for a number of years, you gotta experiment.
Yes, all 11 of them.
Oh, and I've read every one.
Oh, goodness. Which one's your favorite? Do you know?
Um,
She can just read off a title. Calm down. I'm making you make this shit up on the spot.
I really like John's Dues. I don't know, that always gets me.
John's Twos. I'm trying to remember which one that was in the line.
That was the sixth one. It
I see.
seems to be a recollection of sexual stories.
So, ladies, I'm so sorry. My name's Quinnterra. I'm not from here, but
Oh, pleasure to meet you.
I'm just browsing around your guys' city. It looks so gorgeous around here, but I've seen these statues that lead up to this, what looks like a temple.
Ah, yes.
Can you tell me more about these statues and maybe a little about the temple?
Ooh. If I had to take a guess, you're not an active worshipper of the five?
Active worshiper of the five?
Yes, the five.
I'm agnostic. I believe in a higher power, but I don't really have someone centralizing my power, you know?
Yeah, that's alright. Just don't tell anyone around the city about that. Be careful.
Ah, will do.
The five is a popular, you could say, a popular religion here in Elysian. It's yeah. I myself don't believe in it. I tend more towards Kiereth, a little more light-hearted, but most swear to the five.
And who exactly are the five? Do they have names?
They do.
Traits?
She kind of see you. She looks to the other lady next to her. They do have a number of names. Yes. I know one of my sons is a heavy worshipper of them, and he's mentioned some names. That one right there, that you can see most people are worshipping too. He's known as Yikama. Yikama the peasant, more specifically.
I'm glad you're going to spell it, because I was going to spell it.
And he's the deity that all of the less wealthy folk worship to. Within the five.
Mm-hmm.
You could basically see it as the five consists of five deities. Each deity corresponding to a group of people.
Okay. So we see Yikamar, the peasant.
Yes.
But who's that? And I'll point to the next statue.
That is Solshun, the wife. And as you kind of look at her, Quinnterra, you see it depicts the statue of your average fair maiden, kind of fairly well dressed. But you see she has her hands out together, and you see sitting in them is a small heart. Physical heart that appears to be bleeding.
Why does she have the heart in her hands? Does that symbolize something?
It's supposed to represent either sacrifice or devotion to making new life, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
She's the more pleasant out of the five, really.
Makes sense. And that one?
That one is Eeyore, the husband, obviously. And you see that is a figure of a man, fairly well, what would you say? Pretty well built, average. But you see they appear to be screaming in agony, and you see the statue appears to depict them as if having no outer layer of skin.
Ugh. He has no skin.
Yes, honestly, I can't describe that part to you.
Why?
Well, I've never heard a good reason for it.
Curiosity?
I don't know, man.
Please. I do insist.
If I had to take a guess, I don't know. I honestly can't describe why he has no skin. I've
Okay.
always worshipped Solshun. Obviously.
Since I was going to find my friends, do I find Mr. Hellfire here? Or...
Excuse the fuck out of you, that's not my name!
Roll me a d20.
Oh.
Let's
Oh
go!
my
Yeah.
god!
Alright.
Nat 20.
Soren, as you're kind of wandering around the city, looking around,
Soren sees me from
I'll say
afar.
you kind of head up to the temple district to see what's going on, and you see Quinnterra talking to a couple of old ladies.
Alright. I'll walk up to them.
As
Soren.
Quinnterra, Soren walks up.
Soren, how are you?
Oh, quite well. I, procured items that I needed to.
Oh?
I'm a merchant, you see. I stepped to the other two. Or addressed the other two.
A merchant. Lovely.
We're all new to town, so what's, the hustle and bustle about?
Well, I was just asking them about all these statues in this temple up here. The first one's Yisima the peasant, Solsum the wife, and Eeyore the husband. We were just about to talk about the fourth and fifth one when you walked up.
May I make a
You
religion
were.
check on these? After,
Go for it.
After their, I'll do it after they're,
Okay,
explained.
gotcha. The fourth one is Finarel the child. And as you look at that statue, and I'll say you guys are kind of like, walking through them. You see it depicts the form of a small genderless child, but lacking no facial features. Just kind of blank.
Gotcha.
Blank face?
Yep.
That's odd that they didn't fully finish the statue.
Perhaps they mean that,
It's finished.
perhaps Perhaps they mean that the child could grow up to be anything.
That is often the depiction, yes.
Soren, I didn't know you knew so much about these.
I'm just smart.
I'm gonna laugh at that.
No.
I
You
do
are
have
so
19
funny.
intelligence.
You are so funny, Soren.
The two ladies just look at each other and look back.
Do go on.
He
Our
doesn't know
apologies.
anything about the sixth book in the list.
Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, I didn't really understand what you said.
I said he doesn't know anything about the sixth book in the list.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, he doesn't.
fair.
That's all right. He is a man. I mean, that's more of a ladies' thing. As they kind of giggle.
Can I roll an insight?
Sure.
I suck at insight. No,
Oh
You
my
can tell
God.
never mind.
The women are.
That's so great. I'm so glad this is
They are-
starter.
Obviously laughing about something that is not appropriate.
Oh, what's not appropriate?
I can put two
I want
and
to
two
hear.
together.
I want to hear it from you.
I am
Sir.
charismatic. Yes.
Something sexual.
I'm asexual, so Quinnterra has the right of it here.
Oh. Well, fair enough.
And finally,
Ah, yes.
we walk up further.
The fifth and last statue. Beriothien, the ruler. As you see, there are actually no one praying to that statue. Beriothien. And you see this statue depicts a large, like larger than your average human, humanoid. But you see they have these 4 long arms reaching around from their back.
That's an odd statue.
Yes, I've always found that one a bit unnerving.
Alright, now may I make a religion check on everything?
Yes.
Fuck.
Sword, you kind of try and, remember everything you can about these names you're hearing.
They're
But
kind of boring,
these-
probably.
Yeah, they weren't very present in Jolswyn. This appears to be more of a capital thing, if you had to guess.
Yeah,
They're not really ringing a bell.
fair enough. The names seem foreign to me.
Ladies,
Ah,
I only have a few more questions, I swear, and I will leave you.
oh, it's all right. We've got plenty of time.
This building behind us, between the statue and us, is this the Temple of the Five?
That is the temple. That is where everyone does more of the private worship.
So I have a question then.
Hmm.
I've seen other large buildings around the area. There's
Yes.
one further down. I point to the black building down on the bottom of the hill. There's one
Hmm.
down there. It's
Yes.
a darker building. What's
Yeah.
that used for?
You're talking about this one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the House of Law.
House of Law.
Yes. That's where any civil disputes or,
Law. Okay.
crimes are dealt with accordingly.
Gotcha.
And further there, a little bit further over in the Temple District, I believe, is a house on what looks like stilts.
On stilts.
Yeah, it's if you go down from the House of Law, it's further down.
Oh, that's the local, you could say, memorial or museum. you can gain a general insight to the city's history and whatnot from there.
Ah, perfect. Do you belong in a museum, Quinnterra?
Yes, I guess I do. I am one of a kind.
Sure, that's what I was meaning.
And further over, it seems like there's another temple?
Yes, that's the temple to the Lord Kiereth.
Ah.
Now that one I'm interested in.
There's really two main worships in the capital, the five, and to the deity Kiereth.
I see.
Here of him I know of.
Yes, he's a little more widely known. Especially amongst us humans.
Oh, I'm not human, but fair enough.
No, but still. The point stands.
So, how would one get work from around here? For hire?
Work. This is an excellent question.
We are.
There's plenty of work down at the docks.
Well,
They've always
see, we're more of a
Capturing criminals type.
mercenary.
capturing mercenary. She kind of looks to her friend. Kind of shrug. I don't know. I've never looked around for that sort of stuff.
What about the castle? Do you know anything of the rulers of this land?
High Point Palace. Yes. That's more of a political building. You might be able to find... I don't know. There should be a general needs board somewhere in the promenade, but I doubt the palace would have anything. They probably won't even let you into it. I've never been inside the palace. And as far as the ruler, that is where the assembly lives and meets.
Is in the High Point Palace up there on the top
Yes.
of the hill? Oh.
It's also where they occasionally let us in through the first gate, where they make large announcements to the public.
I see.
Well, what do you say, Quinnterra? Perhaps we should be getting back to the friends. They are probably growing bored without us exciting folk to be there with them.
Yeah, I think we should bid these two adieu. But
Thanks for all the information.
if you know, is there any other buildings in the government district we should be aware of?
I point to
As far as...
giant man, like
I was also thinking about this one too.
yeah, both of those songs.
Oh, the two big red buildings, yes. So you guys kind of walk this way. That one, closest to us, that is Terelthian Manor, where the Terelthian house lives. The wealthiest family within the city.
I see.
History question mark?
Go for it. Now this name does ring a bell to you, Soren. The word Terelthian mainly is what hits. As you can remember in your time in Jolswyn, you can remember hearing about the Terelthian house, positive and negative, about how they are very influential within the nation, for good or worse.
Gotcha. Very
Hello, Ryan.
Hello, hello.
Hello. The party's just essentially running around the city, finding out things.
I've been stalling a little bit too.
Nayr is
Yeah.
with me.
Yes.
Yes.
I made sure of it.
They've been discovering what all the buildings are and stuff, so nothing crazy yet.
Need a shopkeeper buy a smutty book, or I bought a smutty book for a shopkeeper.
Yeah, you did.
We found
And then
our Jesus in this town. I'm just kidding.
oh, and be careful, Ryan. I rolled 100 on the D100 today, so.
Yeah, you did.
All right, so all his other rolls are gonna be shit.
Oh god, that didn't happen for Des.
Yeah. When I did it,
That's such an
blessed
eat my
everybody.
ass.
Blessed everybody.
And then
Except for
the other red building is where the Order of Calcreath meets.
there's a temple to Kelkrith as well here.
It's more of a guild house. That's how I would describe it.
Oh, I see. Like the Order of the
That's
Blades
where
and
all
whatnot.
of the members meet and such. And there is some praying for those who believe in that entity.
Kelkrith seems kind of, I lower my voice, savage compared to the rest of the gods.
Well, Calcreath, as far as I'm aware, isn't a deity.
Oh. That's
Maybe I'm
interesting.
wrong, but I've never ever heard of him being referred to as a god, just a beast or, like I said, entity.
I see. That's interesting.
The hunters they can be a little intimidating, but they offer very good protection all across the nation. So,
We have run into them before.
I'm sure they're on the roads quite a bit.
Well, what do you say we go find Arethyn
I think it'd be a good idea.
and Laufter?
And a lovely chatting with you all.
Have a great day.
You as well. As you guys part ways. With that, we'll shift our view over to Arethyn. As you and Mr. Drelkin go ahead and head over to the Melly Mist Inn, which is right here. As you guys go ahead and walk in, both you battered and bruised, and both take a seat at the bars. You both request some type of alcoholic beverage, I presume.
Yeah. Something,
As a-
something strong for me, like grog.
All right. You see, Drelkin just asks for solid beer. As your drinks get delivered, as Drelkin just slams it and just starts, takes a good gulp into it. That's what I need after a good fight.
You said it. And I'll take a giant swig on mine.
All right. I'm impressed. Half the soldiers on the battlefield can't do something like that to me. Where'd you learn your art with that pick?
There's a moment of just kind of contemplation, and my father taught me.
Alright. Your father must have been quite the man. He takes another swig.
He was a good man.
Hmm.
Taken before
was-
his time.
Damn. Sorry to hear.
It's a story that's very similar amongst the people.
It is. Can't say I ever really met mine. Only heard of him from my mother.
And just kind of like there you go. There.
Yep.
We all have tragedies and our backstories, but I don't let that define us. What I prefer is that people are defined by what they do in the future, or what they become.
A lot of people could use that. Yeah, we've all got our faults, but it's what you do with it that matters. That's what I say. And well, hell, I'd say I did pretty well. Same for you.
You did extremely well. I thought I had you when I disarmed you and tripped you on the ground, but lo and behold, you're a sturdy one.
I'm, take a good hit. How to describe it. But, fuck you. You took a lot of good swings.
Yeah, I'm used to the rough and tumble life.
Sorry for the armor damage.
I can repair this. Shouldn't be too hard. I look down and just like
It's just crunched in metal in parts. Yeah.
it's gonna take a little dinging, but and maybe
You
you can
ever-
get up to me and show me a good smith around here.
Yeah, I can even show you to the military smith if you want that. If he has time, he's a bit busy as of recently. But
Fair enough. Either one.
no,
So,
there's
what
a
made
good
you want-
number of good smiths around here.
I'll take another swig. And so, what made you want to join the military?
That question. Can't say I necessarily wanted to. It was more of a. I'd always been good at fist fights in my youth. Didn't really have anywhere to go. So the military was hiring. Pay good. Pay me to, punch things and or kill things. I figured, why not?
I have a similar story.
Mm.
Well, my father, even though he did train me in weapons, I was also trained in the crafting of them.
Ah.
This flail and this war pick are my handiwork.
Wow. Look at you, the handy smith.
But once he passed and I was left to tend the forge by my own, no one wanted to buy weapons made by a young girl.
Mm. Damn.
So I was forced to make my own way.
That's fair enough. So you served for the military?
Hmm?
So
Yeah,
you
no.
served for the military, huh?
Oh, no, mercenary work.
Ah. Yeah, can pay well, depending on who's hiring.
I've never been one to take orders.
That's fair. I wasn't either. But eventually I became my own boss.
That's always the dream, right?
To an extent. I still answer to one, but they don't ask for much.
I figured. So what's it like working for a military that, correct me if I'm wrong, prefers mages over warriors?
It's mixed bag. It's a very mixed message because the government heavily enforces restrictions on magic, yet if you're a good one, they will hire you in a second.
Right. I'll do quotations. Higher.
Yes, more like you're going to work for us. More, yeah. Or we'll simply, you'll go missing. Which has caused a lot of issues, but we're talking about the military. I mean, most of the men, obviously, are your lackeys, the grunts. I mean, very rarely do you have a genuinely talented magic user. And we mainly look for either those who can learn or those who are just born with it.
Soren chuckles nervously in the background. From hundreds of
But
feet.
I don't actually command the main military force. I'm one of the commanders. I actually command the Mage Slayer branch of the military. So I hunt down rogue mages.
I see.
Mm.
So,
Yes.
those who don't play.
Don't play by the rules, yes. And occasionally we are sent to the front lines, as we're good at disabling the unique casters of Gareth, you could say.
I've heard of those. And would I know of those?
Yeah, you would. You know Gareth absolutely despises any kind of higher magic, but any type of more naturalistic magic is heavily used in their military.
Rangers, druids,
Yes.
Eldritch
Yep.
Knights.
Yep. Anything of the more natural kind. It's more of anything that uses the weave that they're like, no, you're a witch.
Fair enough. A wizard, Harry. I'm a wizard, Harry. He said.
Yes, and just having flashbacks of like serving under, like, or serving beside some rangers.
Mm-hmm.
You always have to watch out for a couple of them.
Yes, they have
have
some
a knack for wrapping you up, entangle spells. Like,
horrible. I hate how they can just command nature like that. I mean, it's interesting as hell, but fuck is it annoying. Just let me slam my warhammer into your head. Don't slow the process.
and I'm thinking now of like the mages I've heard. It's like, it's like, just stay still, don't teleport, let me kill you.
Yeah. Yep. I do have to. Or you don't have to answer. And I am just slightly tipsy. But being the head of the Mage Slayers, I know one when I see one. I have a good feeling a number of your party members are said casters, if I'm not mistaken.
Take a drink. Not answering.
That gives you a nod. Like I said, don't have to answer. But all I have to say to you is, as long as they don't do anything stupid, I don't give two shits.
As long as they don't stop me from my goals, I don't give much of shit either.
Goals, huh?
Yeah.
You must have some reason for being in the city. Everyone does.
I guess I'm looking for certain people.
What kind of people?
People who would. I'm just. And I'll like to, if I'm being honest, people I owe a debt to. And it needs to be paid.
Fair enough. I won't
However,
ponder.
it's hard to find them since they're extremely secretive.
Hmm.
But seeing as you're in the military, maybe you know a little bit.
Oh? His eyebrows kind of raise.
Like I said, I'm not too sure.
Well, it's better than not giving a shot.
All right. Reach in, pull out the spell scroll, slide it over.
As you slide it over, you kind of see glances down at it. As he kind of licks his mouth. What business do you have with them?
They changed my life, and I owe them a debt.
I mean, I know a little bit about them.
Anything you can tell them. If you have to withhold, it's completely fine. But yeah.
I mean, you wanting to talk to them?
I tend to pay the debt.
Hmm. Kind of gives you an inquisitive look at that one. Um. Well, that symbol is. Fuck, I don't know what I can say. Damn it!
He's drunk.
Fucking military secrecy and shit. I can tell you they're probably not in the city right now.
I know they're constantly on the move, but I figured the capital would be a good place to start.
Yes, I mean, they answer to a similar person that I do answer to. I can tell you that much.
White scale.
I'm letting him talk. I want
I
to see if I can just.
That's all I gotta say.
I like
They answer to a similar boss.
I like to make background decisions in my head.
I know we just met recently. I'll take the scroll back.
Yep.
But I'm hoping sometime in the future, hopefully, you might be able to introduce me to your boss to at least give me some sort of lead. Not right now, of course.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of hard to get into. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
I
He
understand.
doesn't
How hard
Does-
is it?
doesn't like to talk to people unless he's boasting his own ego.
I have my ways of stroking men's ego.
Yeah.
You would do well with him then.
How long?
Once again, I'll just take off the helmet.
Oh,
Have you not revealed
no.
that to him yet?
I have revealed to him, but not to like most of the general populace.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I recall you doing that. You take off the helmet.
It's getting hard to
mean-
breathe in here.
Ah, I feel that.
There's that dent. Just point to the face caved in.
Sorry about that one.
No, it's fine. Good hit. Just look at the. Ugh.
Sorry. You get into the fight and you just start instinct, you know.
No, I was in the zone.
Hmm.
But of course, just if there's an opportunity, just think about me. I'm hoping to be hanging around for a bit, maybe looking for some odd jobs. Like I said, me and my companions, acquaintances are mercenaries looking for coal or coin, basically.
Wait, Quinnterra, didn't you actually know they were going to an inn?
Not to the inn. I knew they were getting a drink,
Drinks? Gotcha.
but I did not
I'll
see
do that.
them anywhere that-
Name's Arethyn, right?
You can just call me Airy if you want to. Arethyn
Airy.
is too long.
Airy,
I'll keep that in mind.
scary, airy.
And if you have any leads on like odd jobs or something that needs to be taken care of that the military's too busy for,
Mm.
think about me and my group if you would. I wouldn't be adverse to making some coin.
Can do.
Also, when we go meet that smith guy of yours, does he sell
Yeah.
high quality equipment? Dungeon Master +1 weapons and armor?
I mean, are you talking about the military smith or like one of the general smiths around town?
Military Smith, General Smith.
I know military, maybe. More just a smith, not really an enchanter. But there is actually a store just next to us. Hillmog. That man, he's got some nice stuff. As he kind of gives you a wink. Stuff that I would use.
Ooh.
I look down at his Warhammer.
Okay, maybe not as good as the Warhammer, but close.
Fair
The
enough.
Warhammer was a special request,
Power has its perks.
and it costed a shit ton of money. Good thing I had the military pay for it.
Well, at least you're using it well.
Yeah,
If it was in the hands of a
some
soldier, then
fucking lackey get killed. Have Gareth use it? Nah.
yeah, exactly. In the hands of a Gareth warrior, probably be.
That could be scary.
Chuckle, take a sip of grog.
Damn, barbarians are crazy, man.
Now that brings a flashback. And I think I chuckle myself. Yes, they are. Stupid.
Stupid, but fuck, they're hard to bring down.
I've learned that taking away their toys is the best way to deal with them. You know,
I usually don't fight them, so.
hit the hands.
And I'm not going to the border anytime soon, so. I've got all my officers to do that for me.
Speaking of which, we did pass a caravan heading. They said they were heading to the border.
Yes. At which point, Soren and the rest walk into the inn.
A retinue, I would go as far as to say. Adding on to it.
You're totally normal friends, wink wink.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Insight check, because I just got here.
Go for it.
Of course.
No fucking glue. Yes, military's moving east again.
Soren got a 23 on insight.
Oh shit.
You got it. Oh, so you might not want to pass that one up.
Soren, you would be able to tell with the wink and the general demeanor that you think he's onto you.
Gotcha. At this
But
point,
you don't think he'll do anything bad about it.
in response to that little insight there, I'll take off my mask.
Alright. Did you take off the mask? Yeah.
Boom. He would get, that little effect. Characteristic.
Now
of it.
that is the face. I can see why you wear the mask.
Damn. I've been told I'm rather beautiful, but...
I mean, you are, but fuck.
Arethyn laughs.
I feel like you've seen some shit.
I have. Ever heard of Jolsman?
Did you actually? You know.
I lived there during...
What if the devil was one?
You're like one of 3 survivors.
There's others.
I don't know where the other 2 are, but
I'd be very interested in that.
I have no clue who or where they are.
Fair
I didn't even know you existed, but apparently you're one of the 3.
Never know what a Dale Kier might do.
I don't mess with shit like that.
Wouldn't recommend it.
I can deal with mages. Anything beyond that, I'll take my leave.
How do you
But
deal
yeah.
with mages?
By disabling them. Making sure their spells don't work, or they can't cast them.
I look to Quinnterra. If you break their hands, they're pretty useless.
Oh, I'll make it so they can't talk.
Jawline.
But yes, a lot of the military is heading back east by command of the assembly.
Oh, I was just talking to one of them up there.
One of the assembly members?
Yeah, they were out in the streets. They seemed like they were lost.
Roll deception.
Can I roll it with advantage because he's drunk?
I'd say normal, because that would just not happen. And he's been here forever.
14.
14, huh? Are you pissing your pants?
Does it look like I'm pissing my pants and I'm going to point to my pants?
You see, he just looks down and stares for like 5 seconds.
Hey, eyes up here.
No, it doesn't look like you're pissing your pants.
I keep looking.
I telepathic speech. I'd say that message to Arethyn.
Gotcha. Well,
I can respond, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Free total telepathic speech. As long as we share a common language, which we do.
But you were going to show me the smith, right?
ah, yes. Smith. Yeah, very nice, Smith, I
That's a
do have
common
to
last
say. No, not, like those, they like gestures like hammering metal. The Smith.
Oh, Aries one of those.
Yes, she is. Yep, you got me there.
I bet you didn't know. You guys are
Yeah.
funny. Go ahead.
Huh.
But just look
I'm
at-
here, right?
Yes, you
Yes.
are near.
I walk out.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just look at Joaquin. It's interesting.
What's
I
interesting?
go visit Thunder Thighs.
The guy who just left?
No, I'm just saying it's interesting. The ideas the common folk have about soldiers.
Yeah, it is interesting. It really depends on the narrative, I suppose.
Yep. Well, gentlemen, I am going to go repair my armor. You're more welcome to watch, stay.
Well, I'll watch you
Whatever.
anytime. I'm gonna go with her.
Right?
If your boss needs any work done, we are looking for that line of work.
We'll see.
We're a,
I don't even know if I can get in to talk with him.
we're a specialized group.
Yeah, you're definitely something.
I just give him a smile.
Hmm.
Asmar,
Hmm.
beautiful.
Did you see, like-
radiating.
He smiles back, but like kind of drunk. As you guys are getting ready to leave, I need everyone except Nayr, because he left, and Arethyn to make perception checks. So that's
Suck at perception.
just Soren and Quinnterra.
Jesus.
As you guys are getting ready and kind of, looking around, you notice kind of in the corner of the inn, you kind of had heard the general, ambience of the inn, some tunes being played. But as you kind of actually like take a moment to stop and look around, you see a man playing the lute, if I'm not mistaken. A tiefling of a very interesting kind of purple coloration. These very interesting horns. You kind of stop for a second, more so Soren, and kind of look at him and realize, oh shit, that's Locelius.
Locelius?
Locelius?
He's right
Do I
there.
hear him? Like, close enough that I'm hearing this?
Yeah, you do, as you look up and see Soren and Quinnterra.
I'm trying to figure out which way Soren's looking.
I point.
And I look over and Lucilius is sitting in the corner.
I'm just still playing music, staring at him.
The fuck, man?
Lucilius, what the hell?
Yeah, literally, the fuck, man?
Come on, guys.
Where you
Long
been?
time.
How the hell did you get here?
Well, I don't remember.
We saw you in an alley somewhere where you were hammered drunk, and we haven't seen you in ages. We fought a dragon. Where were you?
Dragon, really? Wow. See, it's quite a bit hazy, actually. I remember the alley, but
God
met-
damn it! I'm gonna walk over to Little Kelly's and grab my butt stuff stick out and start beating him with it. How dare you get Not hard, just enough to annoy him.
yeah. So yeah, I've just been, traveling and playing music with these guys.
Why did you leave us?
I kind of forgot, the alcohol. I really haven't stopped drinking since I left.
Come now.
Telepathic speech with him. You didn't even get to witness me selling my soul. Just catch him up to speed on the whole Dale Kier thing.
Oh.
We have
Fun.
much to talk about, Lucilius. Come on. I'm gonna grab him by the ear and yank him out the door.
I'm just gonna kind of wave over my shoulder to the guys behind.
As you see the band just kind of oh, bye.
The loot player. So all you hear is a drum and a singer.
As you guys leave the inn, and Drelkin leaves you guys just across the street to Hillmog's Weapons, which you see has a very interesting kind of sign. Is it kind of says the name, and you see there's a turtle shell right at the end.
Okay.
As you guys walk in, and you see there's it's more of an open smith, and they have an interior for all of the weapons that they're selling. But as you walk up to the general smithing area outside, you see Drelkin walks up and kind of introduces you guys to Hillmog. As you guys step up, you see the form of a large turtle, pretty much. Older fella. You can see he's got some wrinkles. There's a number of cracks in his shell, and you see he's kind of put metal plates in those cracks to seal them back up.
I see he's from 4th edition.
As you can see, his right arm appears to be missing. He's kind of got the upper half, but you can then see at the elbow, he has a spot where he kind of connects utensils, and right now you can see he has a hammer on it, and his other hand he's holding down a blade and hammering away as he kind of looks up at you guys. Oh, hey, Mr. Drelkin, what brings you to the shop? Oh, these fellas are looking to get some repairs and possibly browse some wares. So he kind of turns to you guys. What can we do for ye?
I'll approach him and I'll look at his sword that he's currently working on. And can I use my smith tools to just kind of see his process and see if he's doing a good job?
Sure, go for it. As you look at the blade, you can see it's quite a nice blade, actually. You can see he's currently working on the actual blade part, and you can see it's made of a very fine steel. And you can see as he's kind of hammering away, he's getting it shaped, sharpening it, and you can also see as it's molten, he's engraving the spots for the magical runes to be placed. So rather than engraving it afterwards, he is engraving it so the magic kind of seeps deeper into the blade in a way, you could say. You don't really work with the magic side of things, but you can see it's definitely currently being well made.
And I can tell it's going to be a long sword or something like that, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Some type of like falchion or something.
Yep.
Falchion.
Yeah.
An engraving.
I don't make
in the
these
middle
too
of the
often.
Process to seep in the magic. Interesting.
Yeah. It's an old trade trick you learn after a number of years.
Sadly, I've only done most of my artwork for my own self.
That's alright.
You wouldn't happen to have any shields, would you?
Shields. I can't say I'm an armor smith, but I might have a few. If you're interested.
Might be. Or at least something to work towards.
Alright. Let me see. You see, he walks inside, and after a little bit, he pulls out two shields. One's kind of more like a triangle design, I shouldn't say triangle, but it's kind of like flat on the top.
Kite, right?
Yep, kite. There we go. And then the other one is just a round shield. This one here, as he lifts up the round shield, is a typical, slightly magically infused shield. It's kind of hard to break through, aka +1. And this one here, well, this one, kind of stares at it. I don't actually recall what it does.
Would you mind if I take a look?
Sure. Kind of hands it to you.
Gonna make a Smith's Tools check to kind of see if I can tell what it does.
Go for it. Jeez!
I'm good at what I do.
Yeah, apparently you're rolling high. As you take a look at this shield, Arethyn, you see a number of symbols dealing with arrows and projectiles, and a number of enchantment, like protection runes. Love. Yes, enchantment runes.
Shield of missile attraction.
Sure.
If I know this one well, it's a shield that basically makes you the prime target for arrows, but it will help your allies if you're the one willing to take the hits.
Do you have the gloved version of that?
The gloved version,
Gloves of missile snaring.
can't say I do.
Neat.
You're chit-chatting and view, like, checking everything out. Can I, try to sneak out the door?
Out of the smith?
Uh-huh.
Sure. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
I'm standing right next to him.
As you kind of like, as people are engaged in the conversation, kind of like take a couple steps back. Quinnterra, you just immediately see him leave your peripheral.
Go kill us!
So I'm walking out still. I got stuff I need to take care of.
I pull
It's
a
like
beer.
he just continues to walk out.
You better be back here.
Yeah.
Promise me.
I'll be back.
I said promise.
I don't make promises. I'll be back.
I will hurt you.
Good for you. I'll be back.
I will kill you.
I'm
As
gonna walk
Lucas
off.
is like 40 feet away, and it's
Yeah,
just
I'm
getting
just gonna
quieter and
walk
quieter. Yep.
Prices on both of them.
Prices, right? It always comes to gold.
Well, it's not like you're gonna give them to me for free.
Nah,
I mean, you could. I would very much appreciate it, but I'd rather you
Huh.
didn't.
the life of a smith is not exactly an easy one.
I hear that.
Well, for the round shield, I think a fair price would probably be 200. 200 gold.
All right.
And for this one that you say is a shield of missile attraction, hopefully you're not lying. You don't seem like a liar. This one probably run you about 650.
I'll set the kite do a shield down and look at the round shield. Would you mind if I put a down payment just for you to hold this shield for me? until I can at least acquire the gold in order to pay it.
Put it on layaway, so to speak.
How much you wanted to put down?
25 gold just to keep it here and not have it sold to anybody else.
I can put it in the storage for you.
Thank you.
Gives you a nod.
On 25
That
gold.
sets aside. He takes it. Thank you for that.
Thank you. I'll hopefully be able to make that money pretty soon and come back here and purchase it. You
I hope so.
You would be the titular Hillmog, right?
Yes, Hillmog is the name.
Would you mind if I rent your forge for a bit just so I can repair my own armor?
Sure. Just let me finish the blade. At least the blade part of the sword.
I just
I can
need
give it
your
to you.
armor table and maybe your forge for a bit. I'll just go for the table and I'll walk over and start hammering my
Okay.
helmet back into shape.
Start hammering away the dents. Well, anything for any of you folk?
Do you have any interesting daggers?
Daggers.
It's the only weapon I'm good at.
I do have a number of generally enchanted daggers. Ones that are a little sharper than your average blade. AKA plus ones. As far as, are you looking for something a little more
Do you have maybe
out there?
a dagger of venom, perhaps?
A specific request. You see, he kind of like looks in his head. Doesn't really seem to have an inventory book on him. I can't say that I do, but I could make one.
I would be open to that.
Alright. It would cost a little bit more. Well, no. That wouldn't make much sense, would it?
Well, give me a price you have in mind. I'm flexible.
A dagger of venom.
I would certainly tip for good work.
Of course. It would probably cost you around, if I had to estimate, around 700.
Ooh, I'm just only slightly short of that.
You can always pay me half at the start, and then pay the other half once you get the dagger.
Let's see here.
And then I just hold on to the dagger until you get the rest.
I do have a short sword I could sell. I have these boots I could sell.
I'm listening.
I have some blood hunter concoctions to sell.
You kind of see he pauses for a moment. How did you acquire those?
We were walking through a forest, and there's this black young copper dragon that laid waste to the place, and I managed to find them on one of its victims, sadly.
Go ahead and make a deception.
Where's deception? Okay. Come on.
That's unfortunate. Can't say I'm interested in the concoctions, not really an alchemy person. But I'm interested in that blade and boots.
Alright, they're the boots of striding and springing, and just a regular short sword.
Alright.
Sadly, I'm not proficient with it.
Regular short sword. Fair enough. I could probably give you a gold piece for the short sword. Not the hardest thing in the world to make.
Probably not.
For the boots, I could probably give you... Can I look at them first? That's always a good question to ask.
Take them off, I guess.
You take them off. He looks at them. Alright. Still in decent quality, a bit dusty, but they can be cleaned. I'd be willing to give you a flat 100.
Alright. Let's see here. What about 125, and then I can damn near afford the dagger outright.
Hmm. Interesting.
May I make a persuasion?
Sure.
Hmm.
15.
Like,
You were offering 120?
I said 125, but 120 is fair too.
How about 120? And then, to make it easy, I can subtract that from the cost of the dagger.
Sounds fair. So,
The dagger would go down to
580?
630. Yeah.
said 700, so 580.
Ah, shit, I did say 700. Yes. Technically 579 if you want to be specific.
579. I am 60 gold short of that, so that sounds like a fair price, though.
Like I said, we can do like a half, or you can just wait and get the gold and then ask me to build it. Up to you.
Here's 500,
Alright, that's a little more than half. I'll take it.
and I'll come up with the rest, hopefully, by the time I pick it up.
Gotcha.
I'm browsing his stock.
Gotcha. I'll get back to you, Hellfire.
110 silver should be the rest of the 11. There we go. I have 10 gold left.
I feel
Gotcha.
that,
Total price
I'm broke AF.
579. That's what we decided on. Sweet. Alright. Well, I'm a little busy now, but I should have the dagger done within 3 to 4 days.
Sounds good. I can surely come up with money before then.
Alright. Then you've got yourself a deal. As you hand him the gold, he just gives you a firm handshake. So he kind of like writes a note and like pins it into the gold bag. Alright. Kind of sets it aside.
I'm currently removing my armor, getting ready to set up, but I'm wearing very basic like clothing underneath, like Under Armour.
Gotcha. Quinnterra, as you're browsing stock, anything specific?
I'm looking at anything that's smaller, so like darts, a small, short, like not even a dagger necessarily, but like even shorter than that, like even knives.
Knives, alright.
Something concealable.
As you're looking around, the smallest weapon they do possess are daggers. They do come in various sizes, but generally just dagger sized. Since they're more of a weapon, not a utensil place. But the daggers are pretty easily concealable. They come with a case, so you can match it, blend it in well. As far as daggers, like I said, he's got your normal dagger. He's also got some +1 daggers.
So I'm
And
just
of course-
hearing this when he's talking about each one of these with Soren. So I'm going to keep moving along
Yeah.
the way, and I'm not seeing much that I'm looking for. Does he have a short sword selection?
He does have a short sword selection, yeah.
So anything in there that just automatically draws my eye?
Nothing that jumps out. Nothing unique, you could say.
Nothing ornate. Hillmog,
Aye.
what's your best piece of work that you consider is your best?
Like my pinnacle?
Your masterpiece, so to speak.
Your masterpiece, yeah.
My masterpiece. I do have one very interesting weapon. None of you, maybe apart from her, would use it. I wouldn't say, but I do have a trident. Custom-made trident with a unique enchantment that makes it very good against ocean creatures.
I'm intrigued.
I can bring it to you. It's in a case.
I
It's
would
a long
love
work
to
to
at
take
least
out.
look at it. I'm not in the market to buy, but I would love to look at it. To see
All
it
right.
work.
Kind of brings you guys inside, into the store. And there's a number of weapons in here as well. Mainly weapons, not a lot of armor. Doesn't appear to be an armor guy. And you can see he kind of leads you back into a back room. It appears to not necessarily be for sale.
Is there any, like, if I did an arcane check, just a general arcane check, would I feel any essence of anything on any of the weapons around with runes and stuff?
You can go ahead and do an arcane check or detect magic. Your choice.
I don't know where the detect magic
It's a
is.
spell.
Oh, I don't have detect magic. That's
Alright.
high.
Then Arcana.
21.
As you're looking at the blades, there's no magic like that you feel that would require an immense amount of magic. But as you browse the weapons, you do see occasionally in each section, kind of organized by weapon, there are the occasional kind of like general magical items. So like +1s of that sort.
But nothing that's like, boom. this is
Nothing
the thing.
unique. No.
Okay.
He's a good smith, but he's not a legendary smith, you could say.
Gotcha.
But he goes in and leads you guys to a back room where you can see there are some higher quality tools. You can see there's a number, and you can, with your Arcana check, Quinnterra, notice that these weapons are a little more than your +1. There's a couple +2s in here. You can see a +2 dagger and a +2 longsword. But in the back, in this beautiful glass case, they're all in glass cases, but very noticeable glass case in the back. There's this large, probably about, 6 foot long trident that you see has the name Sorcerer. That there is Sorcerer.
I'll sell you.
I'll sell you. Yep. That is my masterpiece, you could say. Mechanics wise,
Another thing with my arcane check.
Yeah.
Just because it was already so high. Do I detect any like magical booby traps or anything like that on this place?
as you inspect and look for runes, again, Arcana is more looking and identifying. You do see on the cases there are a number of magical runes, and you would probably identify them to be glyphs of warding.
Can someone explain what a glyph of warding is?
It's essentially a glyph that explodes when it is set off,
Gotcha.
akin to a fireball or something else.
Gotcha.
It goes kaplooey.
It goes kabloosh. Huh. Sorcerer.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Mechanics wise, it is very beautiful. It's made out of a mixture of steel and, I shouldn't say that, mainly steel, and a few random metals. And you can see there are a number of runes that kind of like line the shaft of it, giving it this interesting glow effect. Mechanics wise, Ulcera is a +2 trident that deals 2d4 extra damage against creatures that are in water.
That's nice.
Hillmog, you outdone yourself on this.
Hey, it's a good one.
You know, I love the selection back here, and these glass cases are amazing. Tell me about this dagger too.
Oh, that one doesn't have a name, but that was a every once in a while as a smith, you're just kind of going about your daily work, and you manage to make something a little more than the average. The dagger and the blade are one of those. They're a little more finely crafted magical weapons.
Oh, magical weapons. What do they do?
Well, they're just merely they hold the blade much more firmly, and the magic within them is just contained and outputted a lot better.
I see.
AKA they're +2s.
Right. I was just trying to see if he enchanted them in any way.
Nope, just +2s.
Just +2s.
Whenever I do make unique weapons, they're usually requests, and so they get sold, but the Trident was just one I felt like making one day.
How much would one of these run?
The Trident?
Well, no, not a trident necessarily. I'm not that inclined to need one, but say a nice sword or dagger that's a +2 and whatever you want to call it.
Something like akin to Sorcerer? Kind of unique-ish?
Yeah.
Well, depends on the request, but it would probably be in the thousands.
How many thousands?
A +2 would generally run you in the 1,000. Now, if you wanted to add, he says +2, a finely made blade.
Right. I know what you mean.
Anything additional to that, like unique enchantments, like the extra, piercing against things in water, or making it light on fire, that would be anywhere between 2,000 to 3,000 gold. And a lot of craft time. The warhammer that Drelkin has is something I made. And that costed about 3,500.
Damn.
He probably hasn't shown you what it can actually do, though.
I cracked my neck.
No,
What?
Oh, dude.
Mother
what
effer
can
was
it
holding
actually
back.
do? I'm curious. What can it actually? What is it capable of?
Well, he's a mage slayer. I'd say it's really good against mages when he wants it to be.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Shrug
And that it's a very excellent warhammer. The warhammer itself was probably about 1,500, and then he asked for that, and I was like, damn. And it took me about 2 weeks to make. So,
Fair enough.
yeah.
What about defense pieces?
I don't really specialize in armor.
Well, how about bracers?
Again, anything wearable? Not particularly. There's a man across the street who kind of focuses on that as well as the more ranged weapons.
What's his store called?
He's just called the Armor of Fletcher.
Okay. Across the street?
He didn't give it a name. He didn't feel like it.
So, like,
Sounds interesting.
A little further down. It's near the arena.
The arena.
Yeah, did you not see the massive, walls in the middle of the place?
No, I went up.
it's
I kind
so
of
big,
point
I
the
could
direction
probably
I went towards the
point
temple
outside
and
the window,
whatnot.
right?
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, like it's massive. Alright. Yeah, I'll point out the window to it for control.
That's where the fun happens.
Oh. Oh dear. Okay, well, I'm good to go over to the Fletcher whenever you are.
I'm going to have to get rid of the beak, aren't I?
Yes. You really
You
must.
could repair the beak if you wanted.
Nah. I'll just break it off and just put a faceplate in.
Okay, you break off the beak and salvage it to make a faceplate.
Do you need some silver for like raw materials? I could sell you those. silver necklaces. I hold them out.
I could use it, yeah, a little bit.
What do you say, 30 gold?
Well, how many necklaces?
2. 15 each.
Sure. Yeah, that's a fair price.
Alright, I'll take it.
Cut it off the dagger,
Yep.
or give it
sounds
to
good.
you.
So, 49?
Yep.
I'm whittling away at it.
As you give him the 2 necklaces. Alright. You now only owe me 49 gold. You're getting there.
Let's see here. I have 3 rings with symbols. Out of character, they were from... what's his name? Valen.
Out of character, you probably don't want to sell those.
Probably not. He's not from here.
Rings?
Yep. 3 rings with symbols.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I wrote down
Okay.
acquired from Valen. That's all I got.
I trust you. I'll have to look into those.
It's on stream, should be. So, I mean, that'd be the easiest way.
Did you identify him yet?
No, I did the concoctions. There was a green one, a yellow one, and a red one, I believe.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
They all did various things, but only they're like geared towards Valen's blood.
Useless.
Yep.
I read everything down that I learned,
Gotcha.
but I
Yeah,
never
we can-
identified them.
We can get back to the rings.
Fair enough.
Use identify on them.
I will.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Well,
whoa.
Like when I'm
Anything else for you all?
I have this Sylvan Ring.
Where's this ring from?
The magic Santa elf thingy.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Let me click on it. Where did I put it?
Why did we do that elf thing again? What holiday was that?
Christmas. It was
Yep.
Christmas.
It was supposed to be Christmas.
Last Christmas.
Has our
We've been
game really
playing
been
that
running
long.
that long?
Yeah.
We've been
Bro.
at this for almost a year.
Yeah.
That does not feel right.
And we're almost
played,
at
like-
session 12.
We played 10 sessions.
Hey, this is session 16.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is it really?
Yeah.
it is. Oh, fuck. Our first session was December 11th.
Mm-hmm.
I told you.
Jesus.
I knew
I
that
thought we
had,
started in,
2
like,
sessions.
March. Okay.
No,
Oh,
we've
there
been
you go.
not fucking inconsistent.
Hey, we've had 2 in a row. We're doing good.
But
We're doing all right. Yeah.
I'll show him the ring and then say. Hold on, I had the command.
Yeah,
word
what's this ring
written
do
down.
again?
Command word produces a flower.
Oh, that's right. Hmm.
Poop.
Just produces a flower.
Yep. Poop is the
Hmm.
command word. I don't know why, but that's what I have written down.
One of you made a joke.
Yep.
I'd be willing to give you 5 gold for that.
That's pretty unique.
It is, but also really basic.
Hmm,
Do you have one?
but magical.
You
Infinite
have to
flowers.
consider how much would someone pay for that?
Infinite
Oh.
flowers? A lot. You know how much they charge
300.
down the streets for
500
Bouquet of
gold.
flowers?
Duh.
Well, 5 gold is a lot to your average man.
I think it's worth 500 gold.
Let's not go that far.
But I like flowers.
I was gonna suggest 50, but I could see you're probably not interested.
I wouldn't go more than 10.
Fair enough, I'll keep it.
You should use it to sell bouquets by the arena.
Yeah, that's the next plan.
I was going to say, give it to me. I'm going to open my own business right out of my cart.
Right. Well,
Alright, that should add to it.
as Arethyn, you manage to get most of the dents out of your armor.
Start putting things back on.
Seems to fit pretty well.
Oh, like I said, I was wearing nothing but like a sports bra.
Yeah. There's not really much to conflict with it except your actual body.
Quinnterra was just sitting there the entire time.
Oh no, it was sweaty work. I was glistening.
Bloody.
Oh,
I'm,
believe me.
I'm toned as hell too.
Oh, believe me. Quinnterra was just.
So about the arena, is it like a gladiatorial arena, or is it like watch the prisoners kill each other?
Both.
Uh-oh.
Depends on the event.
Seeing a sweaty woman stirs something in Soren. He's never seen a sweaty woman before.
Oh no. Fair enough.
Soren is no longer asexual.
Asexual curious.
Sexual curious.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. So like is it like open to anyone, or is it like do people make coin by participating?
I mean, you can apply, yes. We also just do it to prisoners.
And the prisoners, I'm assuming they've committed heinous acts and
Well, of course. Usually capturees and such, and, the others.
I'm just saying
Yes.
it would probably be a good show to watch a woman beat up a man.
Yeah, I would pay for that. Yes, we do have, I think they do occasionally have public ones where warriors can enter and either fight some kind of beast or fight one another and get some coin for it, yeah.
What if we promoted it ourselves and just used it as a public place?
We can't just go into the arena.
Well, you said anybody could use it.
I meant as apply to participate.
Also, I don't think you guys would be a great fit for it.
Yeah, no kidding.
I
We occasionally do
about
have
your fight.
mage caster duels. Those are always fun.
Who said anything about mages?
No,
I mean, I'm
Why are
just
you being paranoid?
I'm not being paranoid. You're being paranoid.
I was just mentioning sometimes they have mage duels. Those are fun to watch. I like seeing things get blown up.
Well, Hillmog, I'm gonna go check out this Fletcher that you told us about. And
Yeah, go for it.
the
He's a
arena
good man.
also. I appreciate your time.
And thanks for the information as I'm done putting back my armor.
But a pleasure. And I'll get that dagger done in 3 to 4 days.
As
And
you
I'll
can
be
see,
back with 50
I
gold.
leave
Recorded.
as soon as
Aye, sounds like a
Arethyn puts
plan.
her armor back on. I'm very specific about when I leave.
No, dude.
Jesus Christ.
With that, you guys go ahead and leave the smith.
As I walk
Lucalius.
away, as we're walking away, I'm just like,
Yes.
it's probably a very bad idea to even think about fighting in the arena for you folks.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to entertain the idea.
One of you is though, looking at Quinnterra.
It was not.
My helmet squeaks as
Okay, I
turn
thought
my head
about it.
towards
All right,
you.
I like getting beat up sometimes.
I mean, I can perform well in it, but obviously there's a legal repercussion.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna put a hand on Quinnterra's shoulder and just go, I am going to pretend you didn't say that, and we're going to move on from this conversation as if it never happened.
By the way, do women always get that sweaty when they work hard?
Most women don't work hard.
You're damn right they don't.
I've never sweat in my life, come to think of it.
I look
I'm
Arethyn up and
Like,
down.
not too
Scratch my head.
I'm not too shy about my normal bodily functions. I mean, I'm swinging a hammer, denting metal. Of course, I'm going to start sweating.
And boy, can you swing that hammer.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, the armor smith is up there, and just
Tears into everything. You guys should know this by now.
Anyway,
Is that you guys Go ahead and make your way towards the armor. We'll pan our view over to Mr. Lucelius.
Yeah, I'm wandering aimlessly at this time, looking for just like a general shop.
General shop? Okay.
Yeah.
You look around and just kind of like find a general shop.
And
What are you looking
wander
for?
around. I am looking for. Where is it? Nope. Small crystal beads.
Small
Like
crystal
marble.
beads. Okay. Also, you kind of head down into this kind of like general open shop area and kind of like peruse around there. Go ahead and make a perception.
Yep.
A 9. All right. I should tell it would be a 10. A 10. It's not doing the proficiency just right, I don't think. Let me check. There we go. Yeah, +5. With a 10, I'll see you kind of scour around, and it takes you a little while. But you eventually find a stand with a lady behind it that has a number of kind of like different accessories that you can include into kind of like weaving and clothing. Which one of those appears to be a number of different kinds of beads.
All right, I'm gonna approach her and ask her if they're made of crystal, or if she has any crystal beads in particular.
Crystal, huh? Bit specific. I think I've got a couple, yeah. She kind of reaches underneath and pulls out this little bowl, and you can see there's about 6 small kind of like purple tinted glass crystally beads.
Okay. I'd like to buy all of them, please.
Oh, all right. That'll cost you 3 silver.
Right. I'll hand her 5.
Oh, you don't have to tip, you know. Well, thank you. As she gives you the beads.
I'm gonna toss them in. Do I have them? I don't. I'm just gonna toss them in my pocket then.
Sweet.
And I'm going to head back towards the inn to, again, sit down with the band and finish my drink.
Okay, as you head back to the inn, and you see they all kind of look at you like, "Oh, hey, what was that about?"
I don't even say anything. I just sit down and continue playing. Start playing my
Okay.
lute again.
They kind of like glance at you, but hear the song and are just like, "All right," and just start playing along. With that, you guys go ahead and head over to the armorer / Fletcher. As you walk in, you see it's kind of a mixture of people, surprisingly. You can see there's a yellow tiefling, an elf, as well as a man, kind of just working on various pieces of gear. As you walk in, you can see the tiefling looks at you. Ah, hello there. What can we serve you today?
Well, I would be interested in some bracers to, kind of defend myself. I like to keep light on my feet, so
Mhm.
armor's not my style.
Alright. Bracers? Either of you two?
Oh, I just wanted to browse.
Alright. He kind of uses his hand to gesture you towards kind of like a selection area that they have inside. You can see there's a number of armor stands with various suits on them and such.
Any bows?
They do have another section for bows, yes.
That's the section I'm going towards.
All right. As you go ahead and head over to the bows, anything for you, Arethyn?
Not really. Like I said, I already have a shield in mind.
Sweet.
And anything better than my armor is going to be way outside my price range.
That is fair. Well,
We'll just kind of, on the professional level, just kind of glance around to see what quality this
Okay.
stuff is.
you're welcome to make us. Investigation or smith tools, I'll say. Some of the lesser, just leather armor or padded armor is kind of made, kind of lazily made, but a lot of the metal armors are pretty finely made. Not quite like military make, but for general use, they'd serve you.
Nod. Once again, my stuff is better. Unless I find a plate armor, but that's way too expensive.
Yeah. Alright. The tiefling turns to you, Soren. Braces. Braces of defense, I presume?
That is correct.
We do have two different, makes of them. We have your general one, and we've got your more advanced one, aka +1 and +2. Alright.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You feel free to speak. If there's anything you want to say.
Not really, but yeah, I'd be interested.
Alright. For the general level braces of defense, they would, if you're wanting to buy, I presume, would cost you about 400 gold pieces.
And that's for the +1?
Yes.
And for the +2?
For the higher make, that would probably cost you about 800.
Gotcha. Alrighty. I have a price in mind, so time to make some money.
Alright. Quinnterra, as you're looking around, in the bows section, you can see they've got your general bows, of course, and your general crossbows. You can see there's also a +1 variant to each. So +1 light heavy crossbow, +1 short bow, +1 long bow. And you also see the ammunition, so general +1 ammunition. They do have a couple of flame arrows as well. Depends what you're looking for.
Mostly just browsing to see their craftsmanship, just kind of like Jam did.
Okay. Got an 18. The bows and crossbows do seem to be pretty well made.
Out of character, warning you, sorcerers aren't proficient in anything but light crossbows.
Oh, that's fine. I know that.
They also have magical bolts as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at their crossbow section and bow section in general, just to see their craftsmanship. I'll ask one of the shopkeepers how much a +2, +3 bow or light crossbow would cost.
Light crossbow?
Yeah, light crossbow.
You kind of see the elf turns your way. Well, sadly we don't have any crossbows of that quality available, but we do have the generally enchanted ones.
What if you could make one?
I could. I could attempt to make one. I don't know that I have the skill to make one.
How much would it cost?
Ah,
I mean, I need to make money to get it, so I would need to know what the price of it would be.
that is fair. For the general crossbow, that would likely cost roughly. So I do my math here. What, can I just get a price? Oh my god.
That's
God.
what I'm thinking right now.
Damn, dude. Fuck.
I usually wing it because I'm fucking too lazy to look it up online or anything like that.
I just do like general stuff.
But cheers.
A plus one would probably cost you 450 gold pieces.
Gotcha. Alright, well, that gives me a baseline to kind of go with. Thank you for your time.
Of course.
I have to know my options.
Yeah.
I'm
Anything else
ready
for
to
you
walk
guys
out.
here,
I'm just
the
kinda walking
Fletcher?
around.
Alright, as you guys go ahead and exit the armor / Fletcher. What are you guys up to?
I'm going back to the inn to go get a drink.
Okay. It's probably about 2-ish in the afternoon.
Well, I'm broke now. I need to find a way to make money.
I'm heading
Fair
north
enough.
towards the arena.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
Arethyn?
Soren, let me know if you find anything about money.
Will do. I'll head with Arethyn.
Quinnterra to the inn, Arethyn and Soren to the arena. We'll start with you two as you guys head up this way and see the large kind of stadium around this crater. You can see there's kind of like a lowly soldier just kind of sitting at a desk in front of the main gate. And you can see there's a paper and you can see there's a sign that reads, "Sign up now for your chance to win big."
Does he look really bored?
He looks horrendously bored.
I just kind of like look to Soren with my the helmet squeak, and I just go, "Watch this."
All right.
I'll approach the desk, and before he even looks up, I go, "Ten ha!" Intimidation check and try to get him to just strike a
Go for it.
at ease pose.
No.
And I'm going to use a commanding presence.
Of course.
Go ahead and click on it.
Yep. So
All
14,
right.
not too bad.
14. Did you kind of step up and say that? You see he kind of like, and kind of like falls back in his chair and kind of like shimmies up and kind of grabs his, just like his spear and like, "Oh, yes, sir."
You'll see Soren just laugh his ass off.
Sorry,
This
son.
is-
I felt like you needed some excitement in your day.
He kind of like looks down at you. "Oh, what the hell, man? Couldn't
At
just
ease.
let me veg out?
You're under the clock, son. Now.
But you know, you're not wearing your uniform."
Oh, I don't work here.
Exactly. Oh. He kind of like picks up his chair and sits back down.
Soren laughs even harder.
Oh, well, what? Is that it? You just gonna do that and leave?
No, I'm actually interested.
Oh, and signing up?
Yeah, by win big, how big?
The prize is 1,000 gold.
Helmet squeak.
If only I could fight in this.
Is this like a group effort, or is there like a singles competition?
You can do either or. You can do the group one where you fight some selected beast, or you can do the battle where you duke it out with a bunch of other warriors And whoever's alive at the end gets the prize.
What about
Sort of
doubles?
battle royale.
You could say that.
Also, my companion here said something about doubles.
Like 2-on-2.
I mean, we don't have a 2-on-2 option, sadly. It's just a group or individual. There's no in between.
Okay.
Sorry to say.
That is
I
interesting.
mean, we do
Are there
have
any
like
lesser prizes for coming in second or third?
if you survive. Nope, there isn't now.
Okay. And is this
There's-
battle to the death, or are we gonna be sportsmen about this?
Well, at the end of the day, it is to excite the crowd. So it is to the death, but we've got clerics on standby. It's, they're decent. Sometimes they save you, sometimes they don't.
All right. You know what? I'll buy it. I'll sign up.
Really? Alright.
And
It's kind of like,
I'm her manager. I would like to at least be ringside while she fights, so I can prep her and
yeah.
all that jazz.
He kind of like slides a piece of paper towards you, and you see it's basically like a contract, and you're basically signing away your rights, is what you're doing. So you can't like, not that you can really sue in this kingdom, but like, try and
Basically,
sue.
I take responsibility for my own actions. I know what
Yeah.
I'm getting myself into. Possibility of death is it possible, so
Yep.
don't get angry if you die.
Yep. The usual.
I also kind of look at him curiously because manager dummy here let my gender slip. But
He
actually
doesn't
said
seem
he.
to notice.
I actually said he.
no, you said her.
Did I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we watched the stream. You said her.
Damn it.
Did he? I'll roll something. He did not notice.
My man.
Think,
Natural 1.
All signed
alright.
as Arethyn.
Alright. Arethyn, you signed up. The next tournament is in 2 days. So.
It's time to prepare then. And if I don't show up, there's no legal ramification, right?
Nah. Nope.
They'll just assume I'm a coward.
Yeah. Too much work to hunt you down.
Fair enough.
You just lose your chance at the big prize. He's gonna like jazz hands. Sorry.
Is everyone in this tournament as strong as you?
Hell no. I'd never sign up.
Nod. Start walking away. Oh boy. But I need that money.
I'm broke and I can't fight in a tournament that requires spellcasting.
Well, not legally.
Requires spellcasting from me. Yeah.
I'm confused. Why can't you compete?
You don't want to show magic in this city. They'll kidnap you and send you off to war.
Yep.
Gotcha.
You would remember that.
Yeah.
Achilles.
I
mean,
just got confused.
So Soren, who was that friend you guys were talking to?
Used to travel with us a while back. Helped take us over that fort. Take over that fort we mentioned.
The less he knows about me, the better.
He's a like-minded individual. I don't know where he's been or why he disappeared, but he does share the rest of us' line of thinking.
Understandable. So long as he doesn't get in my way, I have no problems.
So about this fight. I can help you from the sidelines, you know.
I would think they would consider that cheating.
Only if they know.
I'd rather win this fight under my own power. Or do you not think I can do it?
More of a, I like to stack the deck.
Understandable. But I have confidence in my strength. And as long as the people in this tournament aren't as crazy powerful as
And if you start to fail,
to go defense mode. The plan is stay in the outskirts, let everybody else hammer away at each other, focus on defense, and as soon as most of the warriors are whittled out, then make my move.
fair enough. I can cast spells psychically. There won't be any visible effects.
I'd rather win this on my own.
Just keep it in mind.
I also don't want you to make up an excuse like I helped you and you owe me some of the gold that you won because blah blah. You know.
Which you definitely would.
Which is why I'm not asking for your help. So if you give it to me, I owe you nothing.
I shrug. Right? Then I won't help. I don't help anyone that doesn't promise me something in return.
Good. I am back to the inn. I'm getting tired. I've been working all day. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to head to the river.
See ya.
Fair enough.
I'll head
Is
back
everything you
to the cart.
head towards the river? All right, so you head to the cart. Quinnterra, you go ahead and head to the inn. Nayr, if you're ever doing anything, feel free to pop in. I don't know what you're up to, big man. Sounds good. Quinnterra, you go ahead and enter back into the inn. And as you kind of do a quick perusing, you do see Locelius back at the bard spot.
I shoot eyes of dagger eyes at him.
As Locelius, you lock eyes with Quinnterra for a second.
I'm just gonna wink at her and turn back, finish my drink, and keep playing.
I'm gonna walk up to the bar and ask the bartender for the highest proof alcohol he has.
You see the half-orc behind the bar. Kind of gives you a nod of understanding and goes back and pours you a glass of something. You don't know what, but he hands it to you.
I will take it from him, ask him how much it is.
Yeah, 5 silver.
I give him... Hang on, I need to actually look at my list. I don't know if I have silver at all.
If not, it's just half a gold piece.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't have any, so... Oh, I've got 5 silver. I'll give him 5 silver.
You fork it over and begin taking swigs and...
Oh,
yeah!
no, I'm not taking a swig.
Oh, never mind.
I am walking up to Locelius while he is playing with his band.
Okay.
I'm walking up behind him and I'm pouring it over his head.
As you proceed to pour the alcohol over
Wait,
Locelius's head.
Do I notice her walking up or lifting the
Yes.
glass above my head? I
You're
do.
playing. Your hands are
He's playing, but you can...
Wait, okay, so do I see his hand? Like, do I see the glass about to be poured above
You
my
begin...
head? Do I
You
notice
see it beginning to rise, yes.
I tilt my head back and open wide.
Oh no. I'm not aiming for that.
As you kind of open wide, Quinnterra just stops.
Aw.
I'm going to pour it on his face.
Hey, this is up to you two. This is your guys' moment.
Like I'm like throwing it on him.
Oh, as you stop and then like just kind of like not even aiming for the mouth, just like flood it like across his head down to like his shirt. It just splashes him as the music stops.
I send him a message using my Aberrant spine, and I tell him that if he doesn't leave, I'm going to light it on fire.
Where am I supposed to go? I'm at the inn. I have a room here.
Talking to you, Quinnterra.
I didn't think we were staying here because I thought this was just like a drink.
Oh, I don't know.
It is an inn. Claudius would probably have a room at it. He hasn't been with you guys.
Right. So he tells me he's got a room at this point. I'll tell him, fine, but the cart's outside. Everybody expects you to be there at a specific time.
Okay. I'll be there.
Huh?
You made it. You told me you'd be back and you're here and not where you said you would be.
I will be there.
Oh, what's the fucking...
I rolled a
against
fucking
deception?
3. Come on.
What's the
It's
thing against?
Insight.
Insight. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So do I know he's lying to me?
I don't know. Are you lying, Lucilius?
I mean, did you want me out there right now? Because I'm not about to get up right now and go out there. That would be a lie.
Oh, no, I didn't want you out there right now. I'm just saying I want you out there tomorrow morning.
Oh, I'll be there.
At the specific time.
Okay, I'll be there.
You rolled deception.
I thought you were telling me to get up and go out right now.
Oh, no. Everybody else knows that you exist. But now you're going to be covered in alcohol and be a crazy, stinky mess the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Which everybody's going to love to be around.
I mean,
Quinnterra's just giving you some...
to be fair, I probably already reeked of alcohol, so it's not that big of a difference.
Right. I'm just saying, she's giving you some poetic justice.
Is that all?
Oh, I've already walked out the inn at this point. I'm going back to the cart to check on everybody.
I'll wipe my loot off, make sure there's no alcohol on it, continue to play.
Ooh, you should roll a D100. That would be kind of fun. Changed in any way?
Right? Is there any damage to my loot from the alcohol?
Roll a D100.
Hold on, there we go.
This is how I ended up getting screwed in JM's campaign.
There does not appear to be any alcohol damage to your loot.
However, it does sound a little distorted, so you have invented grunge music.
It's got a little twang to it.
It's a little out of tune, so I'm actually just going to put it away, and I'm going to go grab my bagpipes.
Okay.
I smashed those.
Oh, no.
As you grab your bagpipes, Lucilius, and just start blasting with it.
I'm going to serenade everybody in the tavern.
Serenade.
Me personally, I love the bagpipes.
They sound cool as fuck.
I love the bagpipes, but they are not a serenading thing normally.
Not with that attitude.
God damn it.
I don't know anybody that serenades someone with an air horn.
Nice.
Well,
just the MLG air horn.
as you start blasting away, Lucilius, anything else for you, Quinnterra?
No, like I said, I went outside and I'm checking
Okay.
on the rest of the people, and I'm probably gonna
as Soren, you head back to the cot. Arethyn, you go ahead and make your way to the river, as it's getting later, about 5-4.
Perfect. Not a lot of people around the river's edge, right?
Nope, mainly just on the bridge.
Okay, I'm gonna head over to the side, kind of where the shade hits the river. I'm just gonna dip my hand in and taste the water. Is it fresh?
It is fresh, yep.
Okay.
Very
Taking off
clear.
my armor, leaving my under stuff on, but I'm gonna take a dip and try to wash off the sweat and everything.
Alright. As you step into the river, it's very cold. Colder than your average river, as it is mountain water, so it's just freezing. But it's very clean. As you walk in, and just a ray of dark water starts, emanating from you as it starts getting all the waste off of you. In some areas, it kind of stings a little bit as the water enters some somewhat fresh wounds. But overall, it does get you pretty cleaned, pretty much cleaned up. Fuck.
Yeah. I'll actually sing a song as I'm under the bridge.
Alright.
Called Under the Bridge.
Better choice.
I roll a performance check.
Sure.
I'm gonna use Commanding Presence to give myself a D8 on that. Cause I can.
You can, yep.
Holy
Dang!
So 26 as I'm
26.
singing Red Hot Chili Peppers under the bridge.
As Arethyn, you are singing away, and it just sounds gorgeous as it echoes throughout. And as you're kind of under the bridge, it kind of has that, reverberating effect as it kind of echoes out. It's really pretty. You kind of see some people kind of like are looking around for the sound, and they're like, where is that coming from?
Eventually, after I'm done, I'll put back my armor, get everything back situated, and head towards the end.
All right. As you head back towards the end, I'm assuming the Melly Mist Inn. You go ahead and
It's gonna be
step in.
Legends of a red-haired mermaid.
You go ahead and step into the inn, and you see that same purple-skinned tiefling that had bothered you earlier. Still bagpiping it away, incredibly loud and obnoxious.
It brings a smile to my face. I love the bagpipes.
Fair enough. I mean, it sounds good. It's just not quiet. As you can see.
Rowdy's my lifestyle.
But
Head over to
you
the
see him.
bartender.
Okay. The half-orc kind of turns to you. What will it be for you?
And I'll say in Orcish. Heavy grog and thick cut of me if you can.
You kind of see he goes over and grabs you a drink. Not every day someone speaks orc.
Knew a good amount of orcs in my time. Still in Orcish.
Where you originating from, where there's a bunch of orcs?
Neutral areas.
Fair enough. Us orcs aren't exactly appreciated as well here in the West.
I never judge people on their race, but on the quality of their character.
You are a rare sight in at least this part of the world.
What's your name, friend?
Real.
You can call me Olrog.
Orog. It's a strong name.
I can thank my father for that.
One of the orc tribes gave me a nickname.
Did they?
Yeah. I'll lift up or remove my pauldron and reveal a shoulder tattoo I have,
My, oh my.
which in translation will be the orcish word for thunder.
What'd you do to earn such a title?
I earn the respect of orcs.
That's a hard thing to do. That's why I'm asking.
I'd rather not say it was not something worth boasting about.
Gives you a
Unless you're
nod.
boasting to orcs.
Let's
Let's just say there was a lot of blood spilled.
understandable. Not quite as aggressive as a full-blooded orc, obviously, being a half-breed, but I can feel the tendencies sometimes. But you know, there's always an odd intelligence to orcs. Something to it. Don't know what it is.
I do find it rather fascinating.
What's your name? Apart from Thunder. Arethyn. That's a pretty name.
I'm a pretty person.
I know, I saw earlier.
Shrug. Hey, well, but like the helmet's on.
Yeah. But obviously you're not one to show that off, so.
I feel like people don't take me seriously.
Eh? You don't find a lot of female warriors.
Yeah. And if I do fight without the helmet, they'll try to take it easy on me, and then when I best them, they start complaining that, oh, I went easy on you because you're a woman, blah, blah, blah. Rather, give them no excuse.
Oh, you must be one hell of a woman to earn the respect of an orc tribe.
Noku Kilzinok.
Eh. I wouldn't fuck with you.
So, how's that meat coming along?
Oh, shit, sorry. He pours the mug and hands it to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Take off the helmet now and start eating.
You see he just kind of turns and starts cleaning out bowls and plates that have been returned to him.
I'll walk over to the bards who are playing and toss each of them a gold. I think there was like 3 people.
Yep.
I'll toss each of them a gold piece.
Right. One of which includes Lucilius. As you get a gold piece, Lucilius.
We'll look up.
Should we describe each other's characters as we're looking at each other?
Yeah, you might as well. You guys haven't never met before.
I'm just sitting here wailing away on the bagpipes. Sorry. I mean, can't really tell my age too well. My skin's nice and what's the word I'm looking for here? Oh, I can't think of the word. Anyway,
Toit?
yeah, sure, we'll go with that. But I'm tiny, not very tall, kind of slumped down in the booth, sitting there, skinny. Purple skin kind of shimmers a little bit, and a little bit of dirt stained on it. You can see there's something matting my hair. Kind of looks like maybe, I spilled something on my head. And yeah, I'm just sitting there wailing away at the bagpipes like they owe me money.
Fair enough. What you see in front of you is a pretty decently tall female warrior, since she's not wearing her helmet. 5'9". The armor she wears is dented and battle scarred all to hell. The amount of time she had to repair this stupid thing is too much to count. But it's still functional, and it's still, the scars are a reminder of what wounds she would have taken. But being like, she's carrying with her this like black back, or this brown backpack with these black scorch marks, kind of here and there, and she is weaponed to the wazoo. She's got like hand axes, daggers, a flail on one side, and a war pick on the other. And She's got this light brunette hair that's currently like tied in a ponytail since she just like came from the river, so it's like still drying off. And
When we first met, did you have your helmet on or off?
helmet on.
Okay. Plus your armor was a bit worse for the wear, so I don't really recognize you.
Your friends say that your name is
Localius.
Localius.
That is my name, yes. Have you met my friends?
Unfortunately,
Yes. Share the same sentiment there, I see. Guess though, not all of them are that bad.
they're not bad people, just a little much.
Misguided, some of them.
Depends.
I'm not one to talk. Pick up my drink and just slam it back.
I'm not there, but I would say I'm angry at the world more.
I don't know if you're planning on joining your group again or anything, but I just have one thing to say. I'll lean in. It's the only he can hear me in his ear. If you ever get in my way, I will kill you. And then I'll lean back. But other than that, we have no problems.
Gonna kind of shift in my seat a little bit. Slightly uncomfortable, but trying not to show it.
I'll take that leg of turkey meat that I have and just rip into it. Enjoy your playing, and I'll walk back. Bartender, I would like a room.
Keep an eye on her as
Yeah.
she's walking away.
What kind of room do you want? Normal, or you feel extravagant?
How much for each?
Standard room will be a gold. For extravagant, it'll be 5.
You know what? Let's live extravagantly for a bit. I'll give him 5
Alright.
gold pieces.
Yeah. Go ahead and take the stairs to your right there. It'll be a third room on the left.
All right. Go upstairs.
Alright. You go upstairs and follow the directions to the third room. You can see there's not a lot of doors on this side of the hallway. As you walk in, you can see it's a larger room, probably about 3-ish times the size of your average, little room. You see there's a nice double bed, probably maybe, king size roughly. That has nicer cloth over top of it, much nicer blankets. It's not just like a sheet; it's actual like knitted blanket. And there's a couple of really nice tables and chairs and some general candles and such. It's,
I'm finally going to strip off from my armor, take off the wet clothing I have underneath, and put them next to like the fire so they can dry.
Sweet.
Change into just like a long t-shirt and some PJs. Look at my pack and pull out a couple items and lay in the bed, cradling them,
Right.
and go to sleep.
So you go to sleep. Quinnterra and Soren, you two meet up at the cart as starting to get late, sun's starting to set. You can see Nayr's there, feeding Thunder, or I think Thunder's actually at the stockade, but stables, fuck. But Nayr's there, keeping care of things, as well as Laufter. Is there anything you two want to do?
Sleep.
I'm going to kind of meditate.
Okay.
And
Did you two?
focus my mind to the Dale Kier.
Okay. Are you hoping to get something out of that focusing?
Basically just asking him if he has any needs in him, the capital of Elysian.
All right. You go ahead and begin to meditate.
Kind of let him in on feelings like I can't cast any magic here. That kind of thing, like pouring a little bit of emotion in there.
As you kind of pour in some of your, issues with the area you're in, you don't hear a response, but you do feel that similar presence enter your mind.
Alrighty.
Doesn't seem to respond, but it's just kind of sitting there.
If you need my services, I am willing. Just kind of leave him with that message.
And again, the presence just kind of sits there.
Gotcha. That's pretty much it for me.
Right. Last but not least, Lucelius. After a pleasant interaction, eventually the inn does slowly start to empty out as it gets later into the night. Your group kind of is like, fuck, it's tired, and start going up to their rooms. Anything for you?
No, I'm just gonna finish my drink and head to bed.
All right. So you go ahead and go to sleep. As with that, you guys all go ahead and rest. As I think with that, if there's anything else, guys, I think that would be a good spot to end tonight's game.
But I kind of want to play more. Okay.
I do too, but I am tired and I need to do some planning.
Fair enough. Oh, no, where someone wants to fight in an arena, not to build characters.
Yeah,
I want to fight in the arena with every fiber being, but I can't.
The arena, some other things. Hopefully next session we'll have Ty back, because Ty needs to do his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aw.
which I very much want to help Ty do his thing too.
Do we level up?
Yeah.
Hey, he said yes. I heard a yes in there.
I said, heh.
Okay, fair enough.
I love fucking with him. Alright, well, I'm out, boys. Thanks for the evening.
Yep.
Good night.
Games.
Good night, good sir.
See you dudes. Jam, you got time?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Okay. Is it weekly now, or is it still every other week?
Every other week.
Yeah.
We swap off with JM's game.
Gotcha.
So it'll be 2 Fridays from now that we pick up.
Cool.
And next session sounds like it's gonna be a session.
Fiery,
Wow.
chaotic one.
Hello, Ryan.
Welcome back.
I've been here.
He just likes to listen. It's like a podcast in the back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of how it was when I was at work.
Yeah.
In those early sessions. Just listen to you all do your thing.
Just feel bad. It's. I usually don't play a character that's hostile to everyone she meets.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
But I gotta lay down the ground rules. You know?
Yeah.
Don't mess
That's
with me.
fair.
We have no problems.
I'm still trying to decide whether or not Lucelius liked it.
Oh dear.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh no, just saw his character and another character. Strong woman.
just as a heads up, I probably won't be able to make next week's game, by the way.
Gotcha. Anything in particular? Work?
I've got a concert.
Concert? Who are you gonna go see?
No, I'm playing in the concert.
Oh damn.
Violin?
Yes.
What
You play
chair is
violin?
that, man?
He hasn't announced the chair placements yet.
But how do you, I hate a conductor that does that. Let us know
Yeah.
where we stand before the concert. Come on.
I'm hoping for second chair.
What's your piece though? Like,
We're
are you playing first violin or
playing.
second violin?
I'm playing second.
Gotcha.
All right,
Probably because
boys.
I'm
Have
a
a good night.
freshman.
Have a good
Good
one,
night,
buddy.
Ryan.
Hey, buddy.
Right.
I'm a second.
Fair enough.
He just placed me there, so I didn't really have much say in it.
Did you start playing in school?
Yeah.
So when I was in school, I did band all through elementary, middle, and high school.
Yep, that's what I
switched-
did.
I switched instruments like twice a year. So by the end of
Mhm.
high school, I could play 16 of them.
Jeez. What a
And
guy.
Nice.
I was so upset because we never had any strings. We never had any
Oh.
violins. We never had anything. And I loved guitar. Guitar was the first instrument I ever learned, so I always wanted to try.
Yeah, we have
Never got-
band and orchestra when I was in school.
We had
And-
band, orchestra, and jazz band.
Yep.
And we had
Yeah, we
a
had-
virtual guitar class.
And we had jazz band, concert, and then marching band.